Hello and welcome back. Now we all saw what happened last time. I literally set that to straw swell, so I'm hoping. Oh, the other thing is typical. It actually grabbed the lower hitch for the first time I've ever known that, because I did it at a weird angle. It couldn't grab the. It didn't have enough height for the. So I'm gonna have to try and remember that one for future reference. So let's get this ready. Yeah, I have figured out the mod that's been bothering all of the Let's Plays, and I'm not saying it's only this, and it isn't the mod's fault. It's just in with all of the other mods I've got. If I try to place animals down, and I've got the challenge mode mod, I've removed it now because I've never used it. It's a cracking idea, but it's never worked, so therefore I've not used it ever. Let's just check. Are you doing straw? Please tell me you are. You are. Smashing. Right, we have a lot of work to do. I am going to go and... Yeah, that is true. We've got our new... We can leave this on the side. We can. Oh, and we can't... No, we don't need to lower it. There's nothing to lower. We just need to... Yeah, this is one of the few things that hasn't got any wires on that. Right. Oh, okay. So for some reason, there's a bit of an edge that's missing. It's missing the slight... Oh, that's going to be a pain. I hope that's not... Well, we did use Courseplay to pick it itself, so that should be alright. Anyway, we are... I know it's a 5 metre, and it's only marginal. We're going to grab straight away and grab that straight off the field. And this is obviously the only tractor that does it. I'm going to go straight into a time, so we're going to grab that. And we are going to... Oh, I'm going to have to go through some crop-ons if it's done that all the way through. I wonder why it's doing that. Because Courseplay did read that as actually the right... Well, that looks about right, which means it's going to be wrong. No, not too bad. Right, now we go Z. We go Z. Hello. Oh, seriously? Yeah. What? No, it won't even let go. Ah, isn't that weird? So it left in the upright position, so that means it is as well. That's bizarre, because obviously I'm gonna have to be careful, aren't I? It's going to be a pain. Right, okay, here we go. Wow. Now that's going to come straight at me, so do you know something? I'm going to have to wait. But at least it's going to grab the... hate this when you've got... This is the only tractor that we've got that actually will do that. I'm thinking an awful lot that the little Zeta would... I keep hanging on for hoping that there's going to be some tractor drop, a little tractor, and I mean a little tractor. But I think truthfully we might have to go for the little Zeta. Can you... should detect that. Trouble is, that is going to... No. I'll almost get 2 unloads from that. So... Ooh, watch me wait. Let's just see if this is going to work now that we've got self-unload on. That looks like it's going to work to me. He says. No, it is. Smash it. Cracking job. Oh, excellent. That's one way to do it. Oh, right, okay, let's get ready. We'll do 1 load and then we're going to have to unload that every load that we've done. So, right, let's get... I'm going to go straight into a time lapse because this is going to be... yeah, no, unfortunately, I'm going to trample a bit of that as I go. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. I love the way the worker charges me for just sitting there. Oh, well, we're nearly done. I was quite chuffed with that. To keep up with it and, you know, do all the watching the workers that you've always got to do. I was quite pleased that we actually did that. Yeah, the scratches are coming more and more on this for saying how many hours? 1.9 hours. Seriously? I know we're on fast, but surely, surely not after just... I think the rates need adjusting somewhat to be a little bit realistic. The fact that I obviously normally slow this down, really at this point after 1.9 hours of actually working, for you to be... I mean, that's sped up something chronic for that to be like that, really. Even, I mean, isn't it dirt on normal? Normal, truthfully, I'd say this is on super fast. Yeah. Realism? Not quite. And is it beyond our control? Absolutely, it is. It's a game. It plays by a set of rules. It does. I'm not having a go. It keeps us on our feet, truthfully. Yeah, although obviously, yeah, I suppose it's, yeah, is that not the challenge of the game? And like now, I'm trying to do a challenge on hard economy with all settings, every single disadvantage switched on, so that you can sort of say, well, I did it on the toughest settings. It's like playing your favourite game, like with all the challenges. My my lad's got an Xbox, a Super, well, the top Xbox anyway, and he loves getting his badges and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's it is what it is, isn't it? This is a game that you can't complete, but it does have its, you know, there's still things you can do on it. Yes, I do realise, basically, to find the mod that was the challenge mod that I mentioned at the beginning, I had to switch a few. I switched the Bavarian and the Hessian pack off, which had nothing to do with it, but I was trying to narrow down exactly what mod it was, because before I did it and I switched a group of mods off, and the challenge mode mod was in that group, the last 3 or 4. So what I thought I'd do this time is I'd switch only like a couple at a time, and it was the challenge mod and another mod that got switched, and it was the challenge mod that I basically ticked just coming in the last time, and it was the challenge mod that caused the problem. So yeah, I got a bit confused in the middle of this, because it's you're going from, I'm going from wheat to although obviously the bad thing is if I put seeds on, it will devour, that will devour, because it's reading the wheat 29, is that it? 29 tons of wheat? Seriously? Is that how well we did? I think we've got a little bit more, because we've got some in the yeah, some in the trailer as well. But yeah, that is actually quite surprising. So oats are now about the same as wheat. Now that is strange, because obviously before I'm used to probably 2-to-1 ratio. I've never really hit, well, I probably have. I've never really paid. Now this is what I've got to be careful of. This is what's confusing me. And also when you're here, you think you're there, but you're not. Your trailer's still behind. You have to be about where these bushes are. So, yeah, so really oats and we are about neck and neck for how much we're getting. We've got 32 tons of, I know I'm being silly, I stuck a load in the other one. Yeah, I was sticking it all in there and I thought, hang on a minute, you know you can't take it out of here. So no, I did get more. Yeah, we've got 15 tons of wheat and whatever it's processed as well. So yeah, it's a little bit more though. It's not an awful lot when you think about it. Right, anyway, yes, let's lower this. I'm getting into the mindset now. Lower. Jump on out. Z. Hold Z. And job's a good one. Yeah, it's getting easier now. Yeah, so I've got to be careful if I was going to make some seed. Oh, and there was another thing I noticed in editing. I said that you lost a quarter with the oats, and when I looked closer, I thought, hang on a minute, you're not losing, you're gaining. Yeah, it is. The recipe for oats, well, I should show you what I mean. You will probably have all seen, what is he on about? And you would be right to think that, because he was totally wrong. Now, it does use 2 for 1 of the flour to get the... to make, but it gains on the processor flour. You actually gain more. Are we on the right one? Yes, we are. Yeah, if we quickly look while that's doing that, that should be now processing. July. What are we now? Then we were going to look at a couple of things before we end the session. Yes, I didn't like to just do work, and then if we look closely, I don't know what it is for. It always amazes me, the noise goes totally. 150. So actually it's pretty much, actually, so it's not everything. Now, wheat does lose 30, about a quarter. Wow. And oats gains. You only put 150 to get 188. Wow. Wow. And 150 barley only produces 113. So actually, oats is the clear winner on making flour. Well, there you go. I never had worked that out so far, but yes, we have done now. So we've got 6 odd tons of bread. We will be selling that at the right time. What do we do? Do we... Well, that's the other thing, crop rotation. Let's have a look at that. Because, I need to know what we are doing for next year based on the crop rotation planner. And so we've got wheat. If we went to, we can't afford fallow, unfortunately. Barley, so you only lose a little tiny bit. Canola's an option, because that would make oil. Let's just go through them and see what offers the oats again. Oh, wow. Wow. Sugar beets. Do we make some sugar? We can't plant it. No, we're going to stick to what we can for now. I did say that. I know it's a little bit with sorghum. It looks very much like to me that the very best option we have at present is oats. Yeah, wow. That I didn't expect. So it looks very much like you can cycle between. I wonder if that's the length of time in between, because it's July now. We can't plant that. I wonder if it's because basically the soil gets almost July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It gets 9 months rest. So it's almost like having a fallow year. So I suppose, there is some sense in that, truthfully. We got to, I wanted to hit this hard and get all of the straw. I know there are a few, and they are little tiny, and there's a few little bits. I did clean most of the wheat up, so I'm chuffed about that. I would like to make some seeds, but I've got to be very careful. So we've got a bit of wheat left, and again, I'd like to get some chickens, and we now can do that. But not, I don't mean, we are desperately, really on low funds. I was half telling you about the Hessian. I removed that, so of course, when I came in, I saved the game with that unticked, and now it's gone. Because even if I tick it back, it won't have any recollection of the facts. That's why you always have to be so careful about doing ticking and unticking, because you can lose. If I just go to chickens now, you can see that it actually will. I know, you can see it's got an amount. It doesn't say there are too many things, and the one that I'd like to place is actually the one that we saw. I think it's this one, the Goldcrest. No, it's not. It was the one that had 500. Or was it 360? I thought it was 500. It was. Large chicken pen. That's the one I'd like to place, truthfully. Ooh, large outdoor chicken, free range. Now, is there any disadvantage to that? That's the only thing that I'd like to... Let's have a quick look. Oh no, it still has a Yeah, it does. It still has an enclosure. It's just, I like the idea of that. That's amazing. Now, the only bad thing, that's I'm sure that's the one I had before, though. Yeah, I think it was. That's the one we had. I had a proper feeding sort of thing. Well, that's got a proper feeding thing, really, just on the other side. Yeah. I think we found a winner. I truly do. Yeah, that's what we're going to place. I'm going to get 100 and some, and obviously they do have chicks a lot, so I'm hoping that in a couple of months that will blossom and we'll have some eggs. So I'm going to keep, I'm thinking that oh no, this is what I was saying before. What is the price of wheat at its best versus a grand, which is 250, no, less than that, 200 pounds per ton we get for, and obviously I normally that would be terrible, but on hard economy, yeah, you can see actually we'd only be getting marginally more unless we sell it in the very highest month, where we'd get 407. So pound for pound, our wheat is pretty much worth the same as the wheat we would be buying. We're going to get a marginally more, but again, more's more. So if we were going to sell ours, then it's again January, so we've already got some other stuff to do in January. The bread is what we're looking for, so we could also sell any excess and with a little bit of profit buy the wheat in for our chickens. That's the plan. Right, but that for now is where I'm going to leave it. Or do we go through for 1 month? No, I'm going to do the cycling through winter, because that is what we're doing now. If we're waiting for oats, and we are going to stick to the crop rotation planner. Yeah, that's what was there earlier. It really is. Do we take till tomorrow morning though, just to have a little bit of fun? Because I'd like to see a bit of growth where obviously the silage is now going to be ticking through. Oh, it isn't. I'd forgotten. We switched everything off. I think I switched it on as we were going through. I did, yeah. Let's just check, because I also switched off the... Yes. So we need that on as well. Going to speed time up so it puts the... Yeah, because this is what I said. If you do this and I sleep through right now, it will do one thing, which is to put the silage in there, but it won't process any. If you speed it up, that will put the silage into that on the hour, which we will have a look at. Yep. On the hour it goes in what's been processed so far, and now it will work that out properly. Going over the night, we'll actually do everything, so we should get quite a huge cash injection from sleeping through till tomorrow morning. I just so I know what I'm actually dealing with. So this is going to be August, yeah, because it really does give us a massive gush of cash. And then there's usually a little bit left, because that process is 250, which we obviously had nowhere near that amount of straw. The other thing is, obviously I said about, oh wow, that is amazing. It is. Now let's see, what have we got left in here? Straw, yeah, 188. It nearly processed the whole shebang. So there we go, 84,255. Also, our digestate will be building up. Yeah, it is. Oh, in fact, we've got 105 tons. Again, if we were going to play, I would bring the slurry yard in. Or do we do the fertiliser business? If so, we're going to need a lot of cash, because the very best one is 100 grand. So we've got to do a lot of work if we're going to put that down to make the digestate. Or is there a more reasonable one? We'll have a look. We'll do that at the end of one of the sessions. We will. But for now, I'm well chuffed. But we shall see what is in the sales. Oh, okay. No, I know we need one, but I've got to be honest, the Schaefer, I think I'd sooner buy a Zeta for 10 grand and one of the little Zetas with a front loader. We've got a front loader and I'd sooner do that. But I think we're going to need to keep hold of our cash for now, yeah, and cycle through the months. Say I'm still not putting a generator down. I know you've always got that option, but no, I want to do this. This is just little old us versus, you know, the map, and by the use of productions and farming to see what we do. So that, I suppose, would it hurt though to do? We have got we could buy some wheat in now and we could do the chickens. I think that's not a bad idea because they're not going to take long to start to producing eggs. It takes 2 or 3 months in my thing with chickens. They never seem to produce straight away. It seems to take them a few months to get warm, which I suppose probably knowing chickens as I do in real life, that's probably not. Yeah, they have to get to the, obviously first of all to be old enough to do eggs, and there's only going to be the adults that are going to be doing that to begin with. That's true. Let's look at, yeah, we'll discuss it next session. Yeah, it has been a long one, it has, and my mind's whizzing over a million different things, truthfully. Yeah, so £84,255. I'm quite well chuffed with that. That silage, it does go to show, even on hard economy, that that would be double that if we were obviously on normal economy, and it would be quadrupled if we were on easy. So we'd be rich if we were on easy. Unfortunately for us, we are not on easy or even normal. So yes, we are on the tough nuts to crack. We really are. Anyway, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching, and I truly do hope that you carry on with me on this journey. Comments, as always, are really welcome, and I'd love to hear from you all. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.